All right. Good morning, everybody. Let me go ahead and go through what you got on your plate for the week. So in Canvas, you'll look under this week's material, and it's all about parallel lines and triangle angle sums. So this is 2.3. We did 2.1, 2.2. 2.3 is the last lesson. We're going to take a look at chapter 2, because then you could see, obviously, at the bottom of my screen, the next week is your review and test. So just kind of, so you got a heads up next week. This stuff will unlock this Wednesday. So if you need to get a head start on it, you're more than welcome to. But this 2.3, this week's stuff will wrap up what will be on the test. We'll be skipping 2.4. We're not gonna do it, so it's not gonna be on the test. Just a quick reminder. Practice Problems Interactive Textbook. If you need to know what page or where to get that stuff, you're more than welcome to access that. The essential question, that's where you're going to access that. The check-in, that's basically your weekly quiz, right? 3 to 5 questions, something like that. These two things, those will be due Sunday night by 11:59 p.m. Just like I've kind of been emphasizing all this time, make sure you get these two things done and submitted in Canvas by 11:59 p.m. on Sunday. You will not get an extension. You can't turn things in late. I'm still getting emails just about daily saying, hey, I didn't do 1.2 or I didn't do this or that. Can I go back and do it? Sorry, the answer is no. We got to there has to be an end date. Things have to be turned in at a certain date and we got to move on. So make sure you get these things done this week. One thing I sent out to some students this weekend, if you haven't gotten my email, you haven't read that, please go check that because it just kind of talks about what we're going to be doing and important things. Is something that I would recommend you doing if you're one of those people that are kind of having late work starting to pile up and you're starting to see zeros and missing in Skyward. Keep a list. Just take a regular blank piece of paper, scratch piece of paper, a Post-it note, something like that, and write down all of your assignments for each class. And then that way you have a physical list that you can look at and check off or cross off once you get that assignment done. I know people aren't turning in assignments. Well, I know the vast majority of people that aren't turning in assignments just don't care. I know people care about their grade. They want to do the work. They just maybe forget about it, or other things come up, or they procrastinate so much that they just kind of back themselves into a corner. Don't do that. So one way that you can help yourself is to keep a list. And that way, every day you're looking at that list. You're like, oh, I got to do that. Now I have 6 things on my list I have to do. And then after the day's over, now I got 4 things on my list. You know what I mean? It's kind of in your face all the time if you have it written down and you don't forget about it. So that's what I would suggest. Write down on a sticky note, essential question and check-in for 2.3. And that way it bugs you every day until you turn it in. Of course, get that stuff done as soon as possible as well, right? I've already emphasized in the past, I'm a huge procrastinator. I always wait to the last minute to get it done, but I always do it. It works for me. It's just the way it is. So if you're one of those people that you always wait until Sunday evening to do it and you get it done and you always do well at it, well then great, keep it up. But if you're one of those people that procrastinate all week and then basically just say, forget it on the weekend because it's the weekend and you want to do something else, try to get this stuff done now, right? Our meetings typically last 5 to 10 minutes at the most. And that's purposefully designed for you to stay back and ask questions, or for you to go ahead and leave and go start doing the work for the week. That way you have 30 minutes or so, 35 minutes or whatever, set aside that you're already supposed to be in geometry. You might as well go and take care of geometry during that time, right? So make sure you're using our time wisely. Just because we disconnect after 5 or 10 minutes doesn't mean class is over. You still got to keep working, right? Stay on top of your work. Don't forget, just like every other week, answer key and tutorial are there. You're more than welcome to access those if you need help. Next week's stuff, this will unlock on Wednesday. So just like before, you've already had a test. My Algebra 2 class is testing this week. So I had to kind of explain everything to them. But the review is there. The solution manual is there for all the questions in the review. My video is there that goes through all the questions in the review. And then the test is there as well. So all of that will be unlocked on Wednesday. All right, let me make sure I look at my notes that I talked about everything. We talked about things to do this week. We talked about no late work. Oh, the last thing. I've had, I'm human. And when I create these lessons, when I create this material in here, because this isn't just something I load in here and it's all there for you. Like I create all of these things. I screw up constantly, right? You get busy, you get going too fast, you type in something that's incorrect, or you click on something that's incorrect or whatever. If you're looking at something on this check-in, for example, this is exactly what happened yesterday. A student of one of my geometry students was taking this check-in yesterday, and she emailed me and she's like, hey, I'm getting like 13 for this answer, but 13 is not listed, right? Can you let me know if I made a mistake or if you made a mistake? And I looked at it, and sure enough, the answer was 13, and I just screwed it up. I put the wrong number there. So I emailed her back and said, awesome, thank you so much. I appreciate that. And I fixed it. So if you're going through any part of our week together and you're like, I'm clicking on this and it's not opening, or I'm trying to click on the video and nothing's playing, or I'm doing this problem in the check-in and the answer is not listed, just email me. So typically it goes one of two ways with these answers. Is if she would have emailed me and the answer was 13, just like it was, I would tell her, hey, I fixed it, you're good to go. If the answer wasn't 13, I'd be like, I'm not sure what's going on, but the answer is not 13. So whatever you're doing, maybe take a look at that and walk yourself back through that problem. I won't be able to tell you the answer, but I'll be able to tell you that that's incorrect, right? So please reach out to me. That way it not only helps you, it also helps a ton of other people that are wanting to take this test this week or this check-in, and they'll be on the right path, right? All right. I'm going to stop sharing, let people in. Pause for a second, unmute yourself. Let me know if you have any questions. All right, looks like everybody's in here. Any questions? Nothing in the chat? All right. People that do have questions, please hang out for a second. Everybody else, we'll see you Wednesday. Bye. And if you just came in, I'm going to have this video uploaded to Canvas probably as soon as everybody wraps up. As soon as everybody's questions are answered, I'll have it uploaded to Canvas. So maybe give me 10, 15 minutes and go check it.